Hello everybody and welcome to this tutorial, and in this one I'm going to show you how to make a shader that's interactive when you walk on it like this. So in the previous tutorial we made plastic bags, and if you want to have a plastic bag in this tutorial you can just do that tutorial first, or you just put in a sphere and it works on that thing too. So it's going to be two parts. The first one we're actually going to set up everything, and in the second part we're going to do the actual vertex offset. So first off that, and I'm actually inspired by The Division, if you ever played it, and they have these plastic bags here. So if you walk on them you see that they kind of, you walk on them, yeah, and they are interactive. And I actually noticed that they seems just to have one point in the center that's interact with the player. And I actually on this one I have for each feet or foot, I don't know how to say it. So there's actually two collision here, but maybe you just want it in the center below. But I'm gonna show how to do this. So yeah, in the first tutorial now we're just gonna set everything up. So let's get started. So let's see. So we're gonna start off from a fresh scene, empty. And the first thing you want to do is to, if you want to know how to have the character as I had it, you have the starter assets and you download it. I think it's up here, you download it something, and then sample, you import the controller sample, and then you have this folder here in starter asset and third person controller. So if you just drag your scene into your scene, and then we just take the camera, player armature into your scene like this, and remove that one. I don't save it. And now you have it. So if we play, it should work. And it does. So we have this one set up. So that's really good. The second thing we're gonna do, we're gonna have a plastic bag from the last tutorial. So I'm actually gonna copy this one into this current project. So here is the plastic bag, and we're gonna start off by doing a shader for this one. And so let's create, and of course if you don't have this plastic bag, you just drop in a sphere and that will work just as good. So and first off, let's do the material. So I'm using URP, lit shader graph. So I'm gonna have it plastic bag interactive, and then we do a material here, same name, and I'm just gonna select these three and place that material on it. So if we go into the shader, and the first thing, we're just going to make sure it looks like plastic. And the way we're going to do this, I'm actually going to use the plastic bag, this one, or yeah, as a reference. And then we actually, here we do a color first off, and I'm gonna set this color to be not super black, but something dark grayish, like this. So this looks like a plastic bag, of course, but a really good thing that you can do is if you work with the smoothness values, you can get some really nice effect and it's not that tricky. So what you want to do, you drop down a Vrone noise that's inside Unity. And if you do a tiling and offset, and you put this one into smoothness, you can see there is some kind of here you can see the smoothness value, right? If you do like this, you see it even more. And what we're going to do, we're going to just put a noise on this, and that will make it look even better. And so if we just add a noise to the noise, it's a really good workflow. So if you just do noise, a simple noise, and add it, you see now we get some kind of things happening in the smoothness. Yeah, this is really good, but it's too big, so let's do 100. Now you see we're getting this kind of smudgy effect. So we're gonna I'm gonna show you, let's see, we do this one first. We do a remap and put it here, bam, like that. So the noise is between 0 and 1, so we have the input 0 to 1 here, and then we're gonna have the strength of this one, not gonna be super strong, but a little bit. So you see here, now you see it's starting to break up the pattern really nicely. And this, maybe you're just happy with this and then you leave it like this, but then I'm gonna add some controllers to this one. And if we do like this, so the min and max is 0 and 1 in here, right? And now it's the same result, so that's nice. And we want to do here, if floats, smoothness min, and we're also gonna have and let's make the smoothness min to mode slider first, and do the min to 0.5-ish. Then I just duplicate this one and do max, and then we just make a vector to here and put it in here. And actually, so now the value is the same on these ones. This one is 0.5, this one is 0.5, so we're going to change it to 0.8. And now you see, now it looks like a plastic bag, right? So see the difference if we take away this noise. It's so much more alive, super nice and super easy. So if we save this one and check out, and we go to the scene, you see now it looks like a bag. Of course, obviously you can have another color if you want it. Like the Division had blue, actually. I'm gonna have black for this one. And here you can play with the material, right? So if you want to have it more or less smudgy. And so this is super nice. So this is the look we're gonna have. We're also gonna use Houdini to make a test mesh because I want to show you something. So I'm gonna make, well actually I'm gonna save this one. So I'm gonna save it in this folder here. So if I do file, save as, and this is the correct folder, and I save it to this and accept. Now you see I have it here. So in this GeoNode I do a grid. And this one, I'm gonna have it size 2 by 2 units, and it's gonna be this much resolution. I'm gonna make a UV texture, a normal map, and I'm gonna use transform, because now it's 2 units, and to compensate for a different unit scale, in Houdini and Unity. We do 100 here, and we do ROP FBX output here. This can just be R and D mesh. Super nice. Save it. And now we have it here. Super good. So I'm gonna place it here. And if we also put the plastic on here. Yeah, you can see it. Here we have the plastic. Super nice. And if you experience or find the plastic a little bit too, how to say it, vertical or 45-degree stretching, the only thing you need to do is go into the shader. And here, if you just do simple noise, and you do a tiling and offset, and you just offset this one, right? Put it to a vector here, like this. And if you have this diagonal noise that you didn't really understand where it came from, you just sorted it out by not put the same noise, but have two different noise to offset X, and I differently. But in this case, I actually didn't need to do it. I needed to do it when I tried out the thing beforehand. So now it's no diagonal pattern. So, so this is the test mesh that we're going to walk on to see how it interacts. And actually, why I just did 4 vertices here, you see, 4 points, is because I want to do... This is going to make sense in the next video. So, but the reason I do this is because there is different visual, it looks different when you walk on bigger or smaller mesh resolution. So here we have 2 meshes, two meshes, 2 by 2 units going into the merge, and I'm using the align from the labs. And here you can just align them like this. We're going to have them in the scene later. Then I'm just going to continue doing this because I want to show the different resolution. So if I do like this and put this one in here, this one in here, I have a really easy way to show the different resolution, because you actually don't really need the biggest one. Maybe these 2 are better to walk on to offset vertex. So I'm just going to save this one, save, and go back here. And so I need to put this one before the alignment. Then we check one more time. Now it's better. Here it is. Super good. So the last part, we need to, in the shader, we need to have vector free left foot or feet. I don't know how to say, what's the correct way to say it. I do left and right foot. Right foot, feet, I don't know. So we have this one, and we're gonna need them as input later on, right? So here we just need to make an on the player. We're gonna have a script. So if we do a script, and it's gonna be feet positions. So if we open this one up, we just need some super simple code here. So we're gonna have a public transform, gonna be left foot right foot. And we're gonna have the material, and it's gonna be plastic bag mat. And here we're just gonna do plastic bag mat dot set vector, and we're gonna have left position. I'm not sure the name. We're gonna check here. Left foot, okay. So it's gonna be this reference underscore left foot. So this is gonna be a left foot, and we're gonna have left foot dot position. It's gonna be super nice. And we're also gonna have right foot position, and this one gonna be right. So this script we're gonna place on the character. So if we have the, let's see here, we have the player, and if we just do the feet position here, and I'm just gonna pin it like this, and if I open this one and get the skeleton, hips, and I open the legs, here we have the left foot and the right foot. So we're just gonna take the right foot here and the left foot here. And we're gonna have the plastic material here. So now it's set up. So in the next tutorial, we're just gonna make sure, well, we're gonna make it interactive. But I'm just gonna do a really quick, I'm gonna do like this. So if we take the left foot here, and we take the position, and we do the distance here between these ones, and I'm just going to do a fraction, and we do like this. And let's see if we just save this one, and we go in the game and do play. Now you actually see how we can transfer the position into the shader. And with this, in the next tutorial, we're going to make sure that we do the offset on the vertex, so we kind of push it down. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.